Hello everyone. Welcome with me here for a review of my 2018 and a half Harley Davidson Sport Glide. Sport Glide was a mid-year model in 2018 and it's in the Softail frame lineup with the new Softail frame with the adjustment right here that I'll show you. I've got it on 2 because I weigh 170 pounds. I'm 5'10", so that's about right for me. And the suspension on this new Softail frame works great. I had it out on some bumpy country roads yesterday and it was just gliding over those bumps, and I put it through some corners and very nice. I was a little leery when I first bought the bike because the older Softail frames had some bad reputation, but this newer one, it works great. I'm very happy with it. It's just fine. So, and I love the looks of this bike. It's got a detachable small front bat wing fairing on it with quick detach bags. It's just a cool bike. Got the new Harley M8 motor, 8 valves, 4 per head. And I have put on quite a few accessories, so I'll go over them for you. Has the 107 motor. And it's got the really cool emblems on the tank. It's like old school emblems with the speedometer in the middle of the tank. The upgrades, or some of the upgrades that I did to this bike, I put a 5-inch windshield on it. It came with like a 1-inch, very small. And it also has the Harley crash bars that were added. And it had foot pegs, forward foot pegs, and I added these, I believe they're called Thrasher footboards. And I like gave me a little more ability to have my feet a little further back because I had a little trouble reaching the bars. It was a little uncomfortable. I mean, it wasn't hard reaching them, but it was just uncomfortable. So I added the Harley Davidson reach seat, which brought it about 1 inch closer to the bars and maybe a ½ inch or so, 1 inch lower too. Works great for me. I also added the Harley Davidson 4-inch pullback risers. They're there. And this bike has a RAM mount, phone mount that I can put my phone on and just hit the map, so I have GPS. I added the tab exhaust to the bike. See, it says tab there on the top of the exhaust. It's just a slip-on. They came in 3 different baffle choices. The Zombie, which is the loudest, and the medium, which I chose, and then they had a standard. But the medium, I chose it because I would have liked a little more sound, but I wanted more back pressure because these bikes come from the factory fairly lean. With the EPA standards, so I didn't want to give up too much. I tried a K&N filter on it, but it felt funny, so it made it way too lean. I was then told that I would have to put a new ECM on it, or was looking at the Thunder Max that's self-adjusting, that's $925. So boy, I didn't know if that was, if I'm going to do that or not, but this bike has got the newer mags on it. They're really cool looking. I forgot they have a name for them. I forgot the name. got the inverted front end that works really great on the road. I'm surprised. It's very smooth, and the motor's very smooth. So got a single disc brake. Yeah, I love the bike. It's a pretty cool bike. So I almost, with the filter, but with the pipe, I guess you could say it's almost the stage 1. I was looking at the stage 2 too also. Put the cam in it. Redshift makes a nice cam. It's like a 647 or something, 667, I forget, but they're about $650, and then it's a fair little job to put them in because you're supposed to replace the bearing, the inner bearing in the case. So I don't know. And then of course you would need the ECM. So it costs probably a couple grand to do that, and to add 5 or 10 horse, I don't know if it's worth it or not. So let me set the camera down, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to take the fairing and the bags off. Came right off. Now I'll take one of the rear bags off for you just to show you how simple it is, and I converted the conversion over then to more of a sport model without the bag and the fairing. Just take one bag off for now though, but there we go. That's what it looks like without the bag and the fairing. What a nice, really cool headlight on it. The pullback 4-inch Harley pullback risers. Really great triple trees on that thing. Man, look nice. Aluminum. Front end's just beautiful. That's what really attracted me to the bike, was the looks of it. I love the looks. And it runs pretty good. It's got all sorts of torque down low. They say it comes with about 80 horse, and with the pipe I might have added about 5 horse. But it's got all sorts of torque, like 107 foot-pounds of torque, and boy, it gets going 70 before you know it. I just short-shifted and in low RPM ranges. It's just great. It's not much to talk about on the high RPM ranges, and you know, it's a bike of that M8 motor stock. You probably, you know, there's no use in even bringing it much past 5 grand, but from 0 to 3,000, 4,000 RPMs pulls very nicely, so I'm very happy with it. Let me start it for you here. Give you a little. It's cold, so. That's the medium tab pipe. It sounds pretty good. Just fine with me. Well, everybody, I am going to try to back this up with a little ride on the bike. I'm going to try to make this video with another ride video here in a little bit, but it's a great bike. I have other bikes in the garage here too. I have a variety of bikes. I love motorcycles. I collector, rider. Here's my latest addition to my stable. It's a MV Augusta 800 Brutale Dragster RR. And I have a KTM, a 2014 KTM 1290 Super Duke here. That thing is a beast. They call it the beast, and it is. It's got a pipe and an ECM on it. Comes from the factory with 180 horse, and with the pipe and ECM it's probably about 190, and it is dangerous. This is my cruiser. I also have some other bikes in another area of my home here. Sportsters, Buells, Moto Guzzi, Aprilia. This is my cruiser though, so. Okay, everybody, I'll quit rambling on here. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. All right, bye now. Hey everybody, this is Mark again, and I'm gonna take you for a little ride on my new 2018 and a half Harley Davidson Sport Glide. It's in the Softail frame family, and it's got the new Harley M8 motor, 107 cubic inch. Let me take you for a little spin on it. Bike runs good. Got a lot of torque. I'll show you right off the bat here. Running through the gears. M8 motor has got a load of torque. Before I looked down there, I was doing 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. Just you short shift it. Doesn't have a lot on the top end in the higher RPM ranges, but on the low end, she pulls pretty good. So I'm happy with it. I think it's around 80 horse or so. And then I added the tab exhaust, so it might have gave it another 5 horsepower or so. So it might be 85, this bike, 85 horse, and I think it's somewhere in the 80s as far as the torque. Might even be more than that because it feels very strong. So, but it's a nice bike. I was a little leery of the Softail line, but they changed the frame back, I don't know if it was 18, 17, 16, and they started to put the adjuster on it, the single rear shock adjuster on the side. This frame feels very nice. I'm very satisfied with it. Corners well. It handles the bumps really well. I took it on a ride yesterday and went down some backcountry roads that were pretty rough, and boy, it handled it very well. Got the inverted front end, and I'm impressed by the way it handles. Well, everybody, that'll probably be a good enough test ride for now, just to give you a little idea. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them with me. And I
try to get back with everybody as soon as I can. Alright everyone, thanks a lot for watching, appreciate it. Bye now.